Hi folks, in this video I'm going to be showing you my new app called pIX. pIX is a Swiss Army knife of screenshots and screen measurement tools. Actually there's way too much to show in one short video, so here I'll just be focusing on one example of what it can do, and please check out the long form video where I go through all the features in detail. But for now, let's get on with the demo. Okay, so here we are. We're looking at the main toolbar of pIX. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to use pIX to make some transformations to this HTML page. And we're going to do that by giving Claude some instructions about what to change here. Now, I should say that this is not necessarily the main use case that I have in mind for pIX, because there are tools that you can use to edit the layout of HTMLs and CSS. But the reason I'm demoing it like this is because we can see it very quickly in real time. The use case that is more interesting is when you're making, for instance, a C++ application or something in Python, where you don't necessarily have tools to easily change the layout. And pIX is very useful for giving very accurate instructions to Claude or whatever AI you're using about transformations that you want to make. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is to click the group button here, and then we're going to draw a big box right up into the top corner. And we need to make sure we're up right into the top corner, because this is where we're going to be measuring from. And also very importantly is to click the save button. When we click the save button, then the boxes that we draw are going to be children, as it were, of this main box. Okay. So let's draw our first box. We're going to go up here, press the box button, and just draw a box out. Okay, we're going to press this button here, which is the snapshot button. And what it does is it takes a picture of what's inside so we can move it. Now, the problem is if we're trying to change our layouts, we don't necessarily want to see the original there as well. So we have a solution for that. If I just press undo, and now I press this button here, which is the fill holes button. Press that, and now we can click on the swatch here. We get an eyedropper, and we can just click somewhere on the background. Okay, and now if I move it, we've filled up the hole with that color. Undo one more time. Okay, two more things to do with this box. We need to give it a name, and for that we have this handy tool right here, or handy button, which is the image to text. I press it, and you see that we have the name now. The algorithm has just looked at the image and worked out what the text is and put it in there. And the last thing we need to do is to press the location 1 button here. And we've now saved this location, and we just move it to somewhere else and press location 2. So we now have location 1, location 2. So this is our end location, this is our transformation. We're going to move it over here. Okay, let's hide these toolbars now by going to the layouts panel, and then we have a button here in the thumbnail, which is just to hide the interface, or to hide the toolbars for this one. Let's do the second box. So we're going to draw over here. Now, it's not always necessary, but I'm going to show anyway that we can very accurately edit this box by clicking on the magnifier tool here, and then we just draw over the corner, and we're now in a very magnified view. We can just move that right there, and then we can zoom out with our mouse wheel and zoom in here. And maybe interesting just to show that when I change it here, it also changes over here. So let's just move this. We can do our arrows on our keyboard just to nudge it around to the exact, I think that's right, position. We have to do the same thing, which is to, let's close this, which is to do the snapshot. We want to fill the hole. So we get the eyedropper, we do the location, we do the name, and now we just move it over here, and we just get the second location, and we're done. We can also hide these toolbars. Okay, let's go back to our main box down here, which is what we need to do is to press location 1, and then we get these buttons down here, which I'll explain this all in the main video where I go through every feature of the app. But for now, we just want to press this button here. And what we have now, we have here a choice of how to display these transformations, various ways to do it. But for now, just simple should be okay. So what we have is the information about the main box, the group box, which we don't really need for now. We're interested in these ones. We have the think box with the original size, original location, new size, new location, and the same thing for the faster box. So we're going to copy that, and then we can close this. Let's just turn off the app for a second, and then, of course, when we turn it off, we are no longer seeing what we did. We're seeing the original page. And I'm going to move over to Claude, and I'm going to say, make these transformations, and then just paste that in. Take a second to think about it. Okay, he says it's done, so let's just go back to here, and there it is. Okay, what we can do is we can turn the app back on, and we can see that the transformations are absolutely pixel perfect, because when I press on, what we're actually seeing is the original screenshot. So we're not even looking at the HTML page now, we're looking at the screenshot. And I turn it off, and we see the HTML page. And we can maybe even just zoom in a bit more and just turn it on and off. And you can see it's just pixel perfect transformation. Okay, so that covers it. Look out for the longer video coming soon where I go through all the features of the app. But for now, I would say have fun with pIX. And till the next time.